Today we're going to rip into some 1978 Donruss Kiss Second Series packs. These packs are 48 years old and contain some of the most popular music cards ever produced. Let's do this. Before I get ahead of myself, my name is Reed, and I've been collecting rare music cards for over 30 years. I searched the globe for hard-to-find music cards, both vintage and not-so-vintage, to add to my always-growing collection. I don't consider myself an expert at any of this. I'm just a guy with a camera enjoying this crazy hobby. Feel free to come along every Sunday where I'll post a new video showing my inside look at how I go about growing my collection. Welcome to collecting music cards. Most people that love rock and roll are Kiss fans in one way or another. The Kiss Army is a very dedicated fan base of people that range from casual listeners to fervent fact and trivia buffs that could tell you everything about Kiss, including what Paul's shoe size is to what Gene Simmons had for lunch yesterday. I was first introduced to Kiss in May of 1974 when I was 15 years old going to Fraser High School in Fraser, Michigan. Kiss performed at Fraser Hockeyland about a mile from our school, and you can bet me and my friends had that $5 ticket. Fraser Hockeyland held 3,400 people, yet only 2,170 attended that concert. I really didn't know too much about them at the time. The headliner was Segway Brown, and to show you how little I knew about Kiss at the time, when I went to school the next day, I remember telling people I went to the Segway Brown concert the night before. I never even mentioned Kiss. As time would go on, obviously, my appreciation for Kiss increased. All right. Last month I made a video ripping some first series packs. Today we're ripping 4 1978 Donruss second series packs. The second series packs are a bit scarcer than the first series packs, so naturally that would make the second series packs sell at a bit of a premium. Today's current market puts the first series packs at about $25, and the second packs are at about $40 each. So let's start ripping. Today we got 4 second series packs of Kiss 1978. And I am very excited about ripping into these. Just put them. I'm gonna dig right in here. And there's going to be 7 cards per pack. One of the cards is probably going to be destroyed from the gum, and then more than likely there's going to be 6 usable cards in here. And there we go. Let's see what we have got here. And there's the gum on the back of there. There's the wrapper. And let's see. Yeah, these are stuck together quite a bit. Let me get this off. This particular pack, hopefully I don't have the same with all of them. It's a shame, too, that this is... that this card has got the gum issue, because that is a really fairly nicely centered card there. So yeah. So we'll put that over here. And that's card 111, which is ace. And let's see what we've got here. Card number 77, and that is Gene right there, and that's a nicely centered card as well. Let's take a look at Gene right there. Here we go. There's Gene Simmons. Next card up is card number 130. Let me tear these apart. I don't know if I have 2 or just 1 here. This is Peter playing the drums. There we go. Here's Peter. I'll just show a couple of these of the camera up front here, the 4K camera. You can see they have different borders on them. This one's similar to the one before. Last card in the set, card number 132. This is Gene as well. Here we are. And if you're wondering in high series packs, I'll refer to them as second series packs. If you're wondering if you're going to get any low series and high series like they normally do in sports cards, no, these are strictly the high series or the second series in these packs here. Card number 108 we have here. Let's take a look at 108. That's Paul and Ace there. And card number 124. Man, it smells like gum in here. Wow. Card number 124. Show you there. That's Peter right there. And card number 115, group shot. There we are. Nice group shot there. Next pack. $1978. Wow. And let me get rid of this here. That card is card number 118. The one that's scarred by the gum there, that's Paul. This is a cool looking card right here, card number 74. It's a good shot of Paul there. Look at that. Outstanding. And card number 121, look at Gene. And a group shot, card number 83. Wow, these are fun. These are awesome cards. I love the centering on these. Card number 109. Ace. And card number 97. Peter behind the drums. So as we're going through these cards, some of you may be wondering if we're going to be seeing any Eric Carr cards today. As many of you diehard Kiss fans know, Eric Carr replaced Peter Criss as drummer when Peter retired in 1980. The answer is no, we're not going to be pulling any Eric Carr cards at all today. So the question is, why? Well, Eric Carr cards didn't come in the first and second series U.S. boxes. Peter Criss did. The first series boxes came out in 1978, and I believe the second series box came out in roughly 1979, and Eric didn't officially join the group until 1980. So now what? First of all, let's make some sense of this. As you may already know, there are 66 cards in the first series set, and there are 66 cards in the second series set, a total of 132 cards. But that's not all of it. There are also 21 variation cards referred to as the corrected cards that were changed when Peter Criss left and was replaced by Eric Carr. I'll put the list of corrected cards on the screen right now. So where can we get these 21 cards? Well, very simply, the corrected cards came in the fairly elusive 1978 Don Ross Kiss Australian New Series box. You can see this image here. This box came out in 1981, so how can you tell which boxes you have? Well, your first clue is the U.S. boxes are priced at 15 cents a pack, and the Australian boxes are priced at 20 cents per pack. Also, the bottom of the Australian box, although it says made and printed in the USA on it, it also says manufactured for Denny Rundle Pty Limited, Perth, Western Australia. The front of the Australian box also has New Series in big yellow block letters. Confused yet? Let's go further. Australia didn't only have the new series box, they also had a first series Australian box. Did Australia have their own second series box? No, the second series box was a direct import from the US, so they are the same boxes as were released in the United States. Note, the 21 corrected cards only came in the Australian new series box, not the Australian first series box. Also, both Australian boxes were priced at 20 cents per pack. Now, if you have a grip on that, keep in mind, out of the new series cards, some of them have the same front image on the card as the original card, but the back of the card has a different puzzle piece image on it, since there was a completely new puzzle in the new series Australian box. One small detail is the new series Australian pack wrapper is a slightly darker blue than the US version first series packs. Now, if we're all good with that, I'll throw one more wrench into this. Following all this, Don Ross created what's called fun packs or fun bags. Fun packs were a way of Don Ross moving the remainder of product by repackaging loose packs, putting some sports and non-sports packs together, around 25 packs per fun pack, sealing them all together and then selling them for a few bucks. One detail of the fun packs is you could see the sports packs from the outside, but you could not see the non-sports packs, so you really didn't know what you were getting. Also, the KISS cards were included in what's called blind entertainment packs and were repackaged. A huge final detail in this, since all the 1978 KISS cards and boxes, including the Australian boxes, were printed in the USA, when it came to moving some product in fun packs, the corrected Australian cards were included as well. So if you live in the US and if you have your KISS cards from back in the day that you purchased at a Five and Dime, a Kmart, or a supermarket, let's say, you may have some corrected cards if you ripped any 1978 Don Ross fun packs. All in all, there are 4 different 1978 KISS wax boxes, and there are fun packs that also contain 1978 KISS cards. I also want to note the corrected cards, due to their rarity, sell at a premium, not to mention the packs and boxes going at a super premium. All right, let's dig into these last 2 packs. Let's see who our gum card is here. And that is, wow, group shot card number 94. And let's see who we've got here. Card number 110. Looks like Peter there. And card number 90. Got Paul there. Oops, card number 68. Got Gene again. It's a great shot of Gene there. And here is Peter in this one. What is that? It's card number 98. And wow, card number 75 is pretty cool. That's Peter, Gene, and Ace. I don't think we've had any single shots of Ace in here all by himself. A lot of Gene. Gene, Peter, and Paul, but not a lot of Ace. Last pack. Gene right on the top. Bunch of busted up gum there. And let's see what card is going in that pile. Card number 99. That's a really cool one. There's Paul right there. Let me let me put that over there. And here we go. Card number 72. Look at Gene. Outstanding. And card number 107. It's a group shot. I think this is 123. That's what it looks like, 123. That's Peter. Card 125. That's Paul. And card number 119. There's Gene. And card number 71, Gene. And if you were looking for Gene cards, this was a home run. If you were looking for ace, well, we kind of struck out. There's Gene right there. Now let's see what kind of backs, if we just got puzzle pieces on the back or what. Because, yeah, these are just puzzle pieces on the back. And there we are. That's what we've got. That was a lot of fun. These packs really take you back. I hope you enjoyed this, and yes, the room does smell like bubblegum.